Welcome back to another video, gentlemen. I hope you all had a fantastic new year. What I want to talk about today is delayed gratification. One of the problems that I've observed from the conversations that I've had with young guys is they don't want to be seen starting at the bottom. They want to have the nice cars. They want to have the results straight away. They don't want to be in that period in the beginning where no one knows who they are. They're just starting off. Maybe they've just created a YouTube channel. They have 50 subscribers. And they don't like the idea of having to scale this huge mountain that lies ahead. Instead, they want someone to pick them up in a helicopter and drop them at the top. They want to get the results of the hard work, but they don't want to do the hard work. And that's a mistake. We have to embrace hard work. You have to fall in love with the process. Listen, you will really struggle. If you don't fall in love with the process, you will have a hard time. Now, I know it sounds corny and cliche, fall in love with the process. I don't mean you have to love everything about the process, but you have to enjoy the struggle. As J. Cole says, there's beauty in the struggle, and there absolutely is. Because then eventually when you get the results that you're looking for, the sweetness will be unmatched. As they say, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the days where you only get 50 views on your videos. The days where you're only making $20 trading the markets. Or, selling 3 or 4 products a day and you're only making $10 a day or whatever on your eBay business or Amazon business, whatever it is. Fall in love with those days, because eventually when you get to the days where you're making $1,000 a day or whatever, you're going to reflect on those days and be like, man, I remember those days fondly. You can have a smile on your face. Okay, embrace the delayed gratification. You will get there eventually. But you can't want to skip the work and get there, because that's just not the way that life works. In the gym, you dedicate years of work. Years, knowing that, to get a great physique, it takes time. But why don't you apply the same thinking to your financial objectives? Things take time. It doesn't mean be lazy. It means work very hard, but understand the process takes time. Don't do things right now that will hinder your progress as well. I see a lot of young guys, they finance cars at 20, 21 for £400 a month because they want they want to feel successful now. They want to get a brand new Mercedes or a BMW. And I made the mistake early in my 20s of not necessarily wanting results straight away, but there were things that I could have delayed doing a little bit longer. I got a BMW M Sport earlier on in my 20s, maybe a little bit too soon, which I could have delayed a few years. Now, obviously, I would say this: I'm a car fanatic, but I also like to feel good in the car that I drive. But I could have possibly waited a few more years to get that BMW. Okay, a lot of guys, what they end up doing is they end up putting themselves in difficult predicaments because they want to be someone that looks successful but isn't actually successful. Now, I'm not saying that if you drive a BMW then you're pretending to look successful, because you might be able to afford paying for it, but it will put you in a bit of a position, a bit of a tight position, especially young guys who are making the average wage. They could possibly wait a few years to do that. So don't put yourself in a difficult circumstance just because you want to appear to have it. You want to create the illusion that, hey, I'm there ready, because deep down inside I really can't afford this. I'm just doing this because I want to feel good right now, but I could have possibly waited a little bit longer to get this. Okay, but when you actually can afford it, when you get to a point where maybe you have a business that's doing really well and you can go and get the car cash, you're going to feel incredible. Because hey, I could afford to buy this car 2 or 3 times, and I've just paid for it in cash, no problems, no worries. Okay? So essentially, fellas, embrace the hard work now. The hard work now will reap the rewards later. Delay the gratification a little bit. Maybe buy the watch when the business does well on the car. For now, you can drive a normal car. When I say normal, one you can comfortably afford to pay for. Not one that's going to leave you biting your nails thinking, shit, how am I going to make it next month? Not a car that if you end up doing something to it, the financial cost of repairing it will be extremely high. and then you're in a position where you can't do anything. You're almost paralyzed. Got to get rid of the car, got to return it, got to do something, right? So delay on the gift getting and the collectibles and the items. You can wait for that a little bit longer. For now, put your head down. Don't look at your friends and what they're driving, because most of the time they look like they're doing well for themselves, but they're not actually doing well for themselves. In the meantime, you're going to put your head down, you're going to focus, you're going to grind. And then when you get to the point where you can get those things, you're going to feel good. Because you know that you're doing it legitimately, the right way. I busted my ass and I finally paid for this. It might have took me a little bit longer to be behind the wheel of the car that I want, but you know what? I've done it the right way. I can now afford it. I can now enjoy pushing on the gas a little bit more. I'm not worried about, oh, what happens if this goes wrong with the car, or no, I can afford it. So put your head down, fellas, grind your face off. Because all the things that you do want, they will come. You might have to wait a little bit longer, but they will come. Hope you like this video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.